You are on a journey to master your inner world. This path is not about fighting yourself. It is about understanding. We will explore ancient wisdom for modern challenges. Together, we can learn to quiet the voice of self-doubt. We will build a foundation of unshakable inner trust. Let this be a space of peace, clarity, and profound self-discovery. Your transformation begins with a single gentle step inward. Lesson 1. Acknowledge doubt, then challenge it. That quiet whisper of doubt can feel like an absolute truth. It arrives uninvited, casting a shadow over your confidence. The first step is not to battle this voice. It is not to push it away or pretend it isn't there. That only gives it more strength. Instead, you must learn to simply acknowledge its presence. See it for what it is, a thought. It is a cloud passing through the vast sky of your awareness. You are the sky, not the cloud. When the thought arises, I can't do this, or I am not good enough, just notice it. Label it gently in your mind. Ah, there is the voice of doubt. Do not judge it. Do not criticize yourself for having it. Simply observe it with a calm, curious detachment. Once you have acknowledged it without a fight, you can begin to question it. Ask it gently. Is that really true? Challenge its authority. Where is the concrete evidence for this belief? You will often find that doubt is built on a foundation of old stories, past fears, and imagined futures. It rarely stands up to the light of present-moment examination. By treating doubt not as a commander, but as a nervous visitor, you reclaim your power. You are not trying to violently eject it from your mind. You are simply showing it that it does not own the space. This practice of gentle observation and calm inquiry creates a gap between you and the doubt. In that gap, you will find your freedom. It is in this space that true self-trust begins to grow, nurtured by your own compassionate awareness. You learn that your thoughts are not your reality. They are merely suggestions, and you have the power to choose which ones you listen to and believe. Lesson 2. Clarify your vision with precision. Self-doubt thrives in the fog of uncertainty. When your path is unclear, doubt finds endless room to grow. It fills the empty spaces with worry and what-if scenarios. The most powerful antidote to this is clarity. You must create a vision for yourself that is so precise, so vivid, and so compelling that it leaves no room for the shadows of doubt. This is more than just a vague goal, like I want to be successful or I want to be happy. You must define what that truly means for you with meticulous detail. Close your eyes and imagine your desired reality. What does it look like? See the colors, the shapes, the environment around you. What does it sound like? Hear the conversations, the music, the silence. Most importantly, what does it feel like? Immerse yourself in the emotions of having achieved your vision. Feel the joy, the peace, the satisfaction, the gratitude in your body, right here and now. This is not mere daydreaming. It is a profound act of mental creation. You are giving your mind a clear and positive destination. When your mind has a beautiful, detailed blueprint to focus on, it is far less likely to wander down the dark corridors of fear and inadequacy. This precise vision becomes your North Star. Whenever the storms of doubt begin to gather, you can turn your attention back to this inner image. It acts as a powerful anchor, reminding you of where you are going and why. The clarity of your vision illuminates the path ahead, making the next step obvious and dissolving the nebulous fears that once held you back. Your energy naturally flows toward what you focus on. So focus on a future so bright and detailed that the darkness of doubt simply cannot coexist with it. Lesson 3. Shift focus from fear to purpose. Fear and self-doubt are fundamentally self-centered. They are rooted in a deep concern for the self. What if I fail? What will people think of me? What if I get hurt? This intense focus on the self creates a tight, constricted energy that is fertile ground for anxiety. The spiritual path offers a profound and liberating shift. Move your focus from fear to purpose. Ask yourself a different set of questions. Instead of, what's in it for me? Ask, how can this action serve something greater than myself? How can my project, my work, or my personal growth contribute to the well-being of others? How can it bring a little more light, kindness, or solutions into the world? When you connect your efforts to a larger purpose, a remarkable transformation occurs. The small, fearful self begins to recede, and a more expansive, courageous self emerges. Your personal anxieties seem less significant when weighed against the importance of your mission. Imagine a musician who is terrified of performing. If they focus only on their fear of hitting a wrong note, they will be paralyzed. But if they shift their focus to the purpose of bringing joy and beauty to the audience, the fear loses its grip. The desire to give becomes stronger than the fear of failing. This does not mean you will never feel fear. It means you will have something more important to focus on. Your purpose becomes your shield and your motivation. It pulls you forward, even when doubt whispers in your ear. Find the thread of service in what you do. It might be helping your family, creating something useful for your community, or simply sharing a positive attitude with those you meet. By shifting your attention from self-protection to selfless contribution, you change your entire inner landscape from one of scarcity and fear to one of abundance and courage. Lesson 4. Action defeats doubt's paralysis. Doubt is a state of mental paralysis. It thrives in stillness and overthinking. It convinces you to wait for the perfect moment, for more information, for a guarantee of success that will never come. The mind can spin in circles of indecision forever, each rotation making the doubt stronger. The most direct way to break this spell is through action. Not massive, terrifying leaps, but small, manageable, deliberate steps. Action is the language the universe understands. It cuts through the noise of the mind and creates tangible reality. If you doubt you can write a book, don't think about the entire 300 pages. Just write one sentence, then write another. If you doubt you can start a new fitness routine, don't imagine running a marathon. Just put on your shoes and walk to the end of the street. This principle teaches that the body can lead the mind out of darkness. When you are stuck in a mental loop of negativity, engaging your body in purposeful movement shifts your entire state of being. The simple act of doing something, anything, toward your goal sends a powerful message to your subconscious mind. I am moving forward. I am capable. Each small action is a vote of confidence in yourself. It builds a chain of evidence that directly contradicts the voice of doubt. Doubt says, you can't. Your action replies, watch me. This process generates its own momentum. One small step makes the next small step easier. Soon, you have a series of accomplishments, no matter how tiny, that form a foundation of real-world experience. You are no longer relying on theory or hope. You are building trust based on what you have actually done. Do not wait for confidence to act. Act to build confidence. The path is made by walking it, not by staring at it. Lesson 5. Re-anchor to your core why. In the middle of any meaningful journey, you will face moments when your initial enthusiasm wanes. Obstacles will appear larger than you remembered, and the voice of doubt will return, asking, is this really worth it? In these moments, surface-level motivation is not enough. You need to reconnect with something deeper, something uncheckable. You must re-anchor to your core why. Your why is not what you are doing, but the profound, heartfelt reason you started doing it in the first place. It is the emotional and spiritual fuel for your journey. It is the deep well of meaning from which you draw your strength. Take time to sit in stillness and ask yourself, why does this truly matter to me? Beyond the money, beyond the recognition, what is the fundamental value this brings to my life or the lives of others? Your why might be to create a better life for your children. It might be to express a creative truth that burns inside you. It might be to overcome a personal limitation to prove to yourself that you can. It might be to honor the memory of someone you love. This core reason is intensely personal and emotionally resonant. Write it down. Keep it somewhere you can see it every day. When your resolve weakens and the path seems too difficult, you must consciously bring your why back to the front of your mind. Read it aloud. Meditate on it. Feel the emotional power of it flood your being once again. This practice shifts your perspective instantly. The frustrating obstacle in front of you is no longer just a roadblock. It is a challenge to be overcome in service of your deepest purpose. Reconnecting with your why is like finding a powerful current in a river. It carries you forward when your own strength for paddling is exhausted. It transforms a difficult task into a meaningful pilgrimage. Lesson 6. Shield your mind from external noise. Your mind is like a garden. If you leave the gate open, anything can wander in weeds of negativity, pests of comparison, and the harsh winds of other people's opinions. To cultivate a strong inner state of trust, you must become a wise and gentle guardian of your mind. This means consciously choosing what you allow in. In our modern world, we are constantly bombarded with external noise. The news cycle fuels anxiety. Social media feeds are engineered to make you feel inadequate and create a sense of lack. Even well-meaning friends and family can project their own fears and limitations onto you. You must build a shield of mindful awareness. This does not mean isolating yourself from the world. It means engaging with it selectively and consciously. Notice how you feel after you consume certain types of media or interact with certain people. Does it leave you feeling energized and inspired, or drained and doubtful? Be willing to curate your inputs. Unfollow accounts that trigger comparison. Limit your exposure to sensationalized news. Spend less time with people who consistently belittle your dreams. At the same time, actively seek out sources of nourishment for your mind. Listen to uplifting podcasts. Read books that expand your perspective. Spend time with supportive, encouraging people who believe in your potential. Create pockets of silence in your day, moments for meditation, a quiet walk in nature, or simply sitting without any digital distractions. By doing this, you are creating a sanctuary for your mind to rest and strengthen. You are intentionally planting seeds of positivity, confidence, and peace. Over time, your inner garden will become so lush and vibrant that the occasional weed that blows in will have no place to take root. You will trust your own inner voice because it is no longer being drowned out by the noise of the world. Lesson 7. Intensely visualize your vision achieved. The mind does not always know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. You can use this powerful feature of your consciousness to build an unshakable belief in your own success. This goes beyond the simple clarity of your vision. It is about immersing yourself in the reality of its achievement with intense, multi-sensory detail. Find a quiet time and space where you will not be disturbed. Close your eyes and begin to build the scene of your success in your mind. Do not watch it like a movie. Step into the scene. You are the main character. If your goal is to complete a major project, visualize the moment of completion. See the final product in front of you. Feel the weight of it in your hands. Hear the sounds of celebration or the quiet hum of satisfaction around you. Let the feeling of profound relief, pride, and accomplishment wash over your entire body. Feel the smile spread across your face. Feel the lightness in your chest. Make it as real as possible. What are you wearing? Who is with you? What is the temperature of the air? What do you smell? The more sensory details you can add, the more real it becomes for your brain. This is not about wishing. It is about rehearsal. You are training your nervous system to be familiar with the state of success. You are creating a memory of a future event. When you practice this regularly, you are rewiring your brain to believe that this outcome is not just possible, but inevitable. This deep cellular conviction acts as a powerful magnet, drawing opportunities and resources toward you. It also provides an incredible source of motivation. When doubt creeps in, you can return to this fully realized feeling of success. It will feel more real and more compelling than any fleeting fear. You are building a bridge of belief from your present reality to your desired future. Lesson 8. Embrace setbacks as learning on any path of growth. There will be stumbles. There will be moments when things do not go as planned. Our culture often labels these moments as failure, a word loaded with shame and finality. A wiser perspective teaches us to see these events not as failures, but as invaluable feedback. A setback is not a judgment on your worth. It is simply a lesson from the universe. It is a teacher, not a tyrant. When you encounter an obstacle or make a mistake, the natural tendency is to contract with self-criticism and doubt. This is the moment to practice radical acceptance and curiosity. Instead of saying, "I have failed," ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every setback contains a seed of wisdom. Perhaps it is showing you a flaw in your strategy. Perhaps it is revealing a skill you need to develop. Perhaps it is redirecting you toward an even better path that you couldn't see before. To embrace setbacks as learning, you must cultivate a spirit of non-attachment to specific outcomes. Your self-worth is not tied to a single result. Your worth is inherent and constant. The journey itself is the goal, and learning is the prize. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend who is struggling. Acknowledge the disappointment, but do not dwell in it. See the situation with clear eyes, extract the lesson, and then gracefully adjust your course. This approach transforms your entire relationship with challenges. They are no longer terrifying threats to be avoided, but essential parts of the process. They are the weights in the gym that make you stronger. By reframing setbacks in this way, you build resilience. You become an eternal student, always growing, always adapting. The fear of messing up dissolves, replaced by a calm confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way and grow from it. Lesson 9. Celebrate every incremental step. The mind has a natural negativity bias. It tends to focus on what is wrong, what is missing, and how far you still have to go. This can be incredibly discouraging and is a primary source of self-doubt. To counteract this, you must consciously and deliberately celebrate your progress, no matter how small. A grand vision is achieved not in one giant leap, but through 1,000 tiny steps. Each one of those steps deserves to be acknowledged and honored. This is a practice of applied gratitude and self-compassion. Did you make that difficult phone call you were avoiding? Celebrate it. Did you write for 15 minutes today? Celebrate it. Did you choose a healthy meal over an unhealthy one? Celebrate it. The celebration doesn't have to be a huge party. It can be a simple, internal moment of recognition. Pause, take a deep breath, and say to yourself, "I did that. That was a good step. I am proud of myself for that effort." You can create a small ritual, like putting a marble in a jar for every task you complete, or making a checkmark in a journal. This act of acknowledging progress does several powerful things. First, it provides your brain with a hit of dopamine, creating a positive feedback loop that makes you want to take the next step. Second, it builds a mountain of tangible evidence of your capability, which serves as a powerful defense against the voice of doubt. When doubt says, "You're not getting anywhere," you can look at your jar of marbles or your journal and say, "That's not true. Look at all the steps I've taken." This practice shifts your focus from the vast, intimidating gap between where you are and where you want to be to the immediate, empowering reality of the step you just took. It helps you fall in love with the process, not just the outcome, and builds a sustainable, joyful momentum that carries you forward with grace and growing confidence. Lesson 10. Cultivate unwavering self-belief. All these practices culminate in the cultivation of unwavering self-belief. This is not an arrogant or loud form of confidence. It is a quiet, deep, and steady trust in your own inner wisdom and inherent worth. It is the understanding that you possess a fundamental goodness and resourcefulness that is independent of external achievements or other people's opinions. This kind of belief is not something you are born with. It is something you build day by day through mindful practice. It is the result of observing your thoughts without being controlled by them. It is the fruit of acting with purpose and courage. It is the strength gained from learning from your setbacks. It is the peace that comes from shielding your mind and celebrating your journey. To cultivate this belief, you must learn to listen to your own inner voice, the voice of intuition, of wisdom that is often drowned out by fear and external noise. Practice spending time in silence, simply being with yourself without distraction. Learn to trust the subtle feelings and knowings that arise from this quiet space. Recognize that you are a whole and complete being right now, not someone who will only be worthy once you achieve a certain goal. Your worth is not conditional. This is the ultimate freedom. When you have this deep well of self-trust to draw from, the world's praise and criticism lose their power over you. You become your own anchor in the storms of life. You move through the world with a sense of grace and equanimity, knowing that you have the inner resources to handle whatever comes your way. This is the mastery of your mind. Not a mind that is empty of doubt, but a mind where doubt no longer has the final say. It is a mind where your own deep, quiet, unwavering belief in yourself shines the brightest.